Have you ever wondered why, despite eating carefully and exercising regularly, your legs still feel weaker over time? You still go for your morning walks, but the same familiar path now feels more exhausting. Standing up from a chair takes more effort, and just climbing a few stairs can leave your calves feeling heavy. Part of the reason is aging, of course, but there's another quieter reason, one that few people suspect. It's contributing to joint stiffness, aching knees, and that gradual loss of strength in your legs. Fruit. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Since childhood, we've been told that fruit is natural, healthy, and the more we eat, the better. But here's the truth. Not all fruit is ideal after age 60, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Some fruits may look fresh and taste delicious, but they contain compounds that can trigger chronic inflammation, cause blood sugar spikes, and worsen circulation to the lower limbs. The real danger? These effects don't hit you right away. They work slowly and silently, weakening your legs day by day, until one day you realize they're not as steady or agile as they used to be. In today's video, I'll walk you through 7 common fruits that may be silently harming your knees, ankles, and mobility. And if you've been experiencing swollen ankles, nighttime leg cramps, or stiffness in your knees each morning, this may be the wake-up call you've been needing. Stick around to the end to learn which fruits to limit, why they can be harmful, and more importantly, how to swap them for safer, equally tasty alternatives. Now let's begin with the first fruit on our list, a classic that's long been seen as a muscle-friendly option, but could be hiding some surprises for older adults with chronic conditions. 1. Bananas. Here's something interesting. Many people over 60 still eat 1 or 2 bananas a day, believing it helps replenish potassium, prevent leg cramps, and support muscle health. And for younger folks, that's absolutely true. Bananas can be an excellent quick source of energy. But for older adults, especially those with underlying health conditions, the story is a little different. According to the Journal of Nutrition and Aging, after the age of 60, our ability to regulate blood sugar and insulin drops significantly. A medium banana contains about 14 grams of natural sugar and has a glycemic index, GI, of around 62, which means it can cause blood sugar to spike quickly after eating. On top of that, bananas are high in potassium, about 420 milligrams per fruit. While potassium is essential, if you have weakened kidneys or cardiovascular issues, too much potassium can lead to water retention and swelling around the ankles and lower legs. When your body no longer tolerates bananas well, the signs don't appear suddenly, but they persist quietly. You might feel your legs getting heavier by the end of the day, even if you haven't walked much. You may wake up at night with sudden leg cramps that interrupt your sleep. In the morning, your calves might feel stiff and less flexible. And going up a few stairs may tire you out more than usual, with your legs feeling unsteady and lacking strength. These symptoms could have many causes. But if you're eating bananas daily and experiencing these signs, it might be time to gently adjust your diet. Bananas aren't a bad food, but after 60, you need to eat them the right way. Choose ripe, not overripe, bananas. Avoid eating them on an empty stomach. Stick to 1 banana at a time. Pair with healthy fats or protein like Greek yogurt, walnuts, or almonds to slow sugar absorption. And if you'd rather avoid bananas altogether, a great alternative is ripe papaya. It's easier to digest and contains a natural enzyme called papain, which supports digestion and helps reduce inflammation around the joints. Of course, bananas aren't the only fruit that can quietly trigger uncomfortable symptoms. There's another fruit, small, juicy, and so easy to overeat, that may silently raise uric acid, inflame your joints, and make your legs feel like they're walking through wet sand. Can you guess what it is? Let's find out next. 2. Grapes. Have you ever thought that just a small handful of grapes each day might be the reason why your joints ache or feel uncomfortable after a walk? In everyday life, grapes are often seen as a healthy snack, small, convenient, and rich in antioxidants. Many older adults enjoy a few grapes after dinner or as a light afternoon treat. But what most people don't realize is that eating too many grapes can quietly become a hidden enemy of your legs and joints, especially after the age of 60. Grapes are high in fructose, a natural sugar that's processed directly by the liver. When your liver can't handle all the excess, That fructose is converted into uric acid and visceral fat, both of which are known contributors to joint pain and inflammation. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, a high fructose diet can increase chronic inflammation and raise uric acid levels, especially in middle-aged and older adults with mild liver or kidney dysfunction, even if they don't know it. When you eat too many grapes, uric acid may silently build up in your joints. Over time, you may start to feel familiar, but often ignored signals. At night, there may be a dull ache in your big toe or ankle, as if something is stabbing every time you move. In the morning, your legs may feel stiff, and it may take a while to walk comfortably. After walking or climbing stairs, you may feel sharp, pinching pain in your knees or calves, making every step feel heavier. What's tricky is that grapes are incredibly easy to overeat. They're small, juicy, and lightly sweet. So many people don't realize they're eating 2 to 3 cups a day, which can add up to over 30 grams of natural sugar, far more fructose than the body needs. What seems like a harmless, healthy snack can actually make joint pain worse, day by day. So what can you do? To protect your body, try limiting your grape intake. Instead, you can swap them for berries like blueberries. They're lower in sugar and packed with anthocyanins, which help protect small blood vessels around the joints and reduce inflammation. Raspberries are another great option, high in fiber, low in sugar, and naturally anti-inflammatory. Sometimes, small adjustments like these can make a big difference in how your legs feel: lighter, less sore, and more mobile. Are grapes part of your daily routine? How do you feel after eating them? Feel free to share in the comments. Your story might help someone else going through the same thing. And now, let's move on to the next fruit. It's fragrant, sweet, silky, and once you start eating it, it's hard to stop. 3. Mango. Mangoes are a favorite fruit for many, especially during the summer. With their pleasant fragrance and natural sweetness, they're often seen as a healthy dessert after meals or as a light afternoon snack. But after the age of 60, things aren't quite so simple. That natural sweetness, especially from a ripe mango, can actually be a massive sugar load for a body whose metabolism is slowing down. According to data from USDA Food Data Central, a medium-sized mango can contain 45 to 50 grams of natural sugar. That's equal to, or even more than, the sugar in a can of soda. And when you eat a mango, that sugar is absorbed very quickly, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. This roller coaster effect creates repeated inflammation in the body, especially in the soft tissues around the joints like the knees, ankles, and feet. You might not feel it right away, but subtle signs often follow. After eating mango, some people feel tightness in their calves or tingling sensations in the soles of their feet, even if they haven't walked much. Some also experience a prickling or burning feeling in their toes. These are all potential signs of low-grade inflammation silently building up inside your body. So, does this mean you need to give up mango completely? Not at all. You can still enjoy mango, but with moderation and smart timing, especially if you have a history of diabetes or joint issues. Try limiting yourself to just a quarter of a mango at a time, and avoid eating it on an empty stomach. The best way is to pair it with fiber and protein-rich foods, such as a green salad or plain Greek yogurt. This combination helps slow down sugar absorption, easing the burden on your blood sugar and preventing post-meal stiffness or pressure in your legs. A small change like this can make a big difference in how your legs feel: lighter, more relaxed, and less inflamed each day. And if mango is a sugar-heavy fruit that can sneakily strain your system, the next fruit may seem safe because of its sour taste, but it hides another kind of danger. Many people eat it to fight inflammation, but don't realize that for aging joints, the acid in this fruit can act like fuel on a smoldering fire, worsening swelling and joint pain day by day. 4. Pineapple. Pineapple is one of those fruits many people fall in love with at first bite. Its sweet, refreshing taste, paired with a slight tangy kick, has earned it a reputation as an anti-inflammatory fruit that aids digestion. Many people over 60 enjoy pineapple after meals, juice it in the mornings, or simply eat it because they believe it helps cleanse the body. But sometimes, what we think is healthy might actually be silently making our knees ache and our legs feel more tired than they should. Have you ever noticed a slight twinge in your legs when standing up? Or felt unusual tightness in your calves after eating pineapple? If this sounds familiar, pineapple might be affecting your joints, quietly and gradually. Here's why. Pineapple contains relatively high levels of citric acid and malic acid, which can irritate the soft tissues around your joints, especially if you already have mild inflammation or early signs of joint degeneration. On top of that, every 100 grams of pineapple contains about 16 grams of natural sugar, which can add up quickly if you eat it daily or drink pineapple juice regularly. When both sugar and acid enter your body at the same time, your blood sugar can swing rapidly, causing your blood vessels to dilate and constrict unpredictably. If you already have poor circulation, this can slow down blood flow to your ankles, feet, and knees, leading to sensations of fatigue, swelling, or tingling in your lower legs. In fact, a study from the Arthritis Foundation found that people with arthritis or joint sensitivity often react poorly to high-acid fruits, and pineapple was among the most commonly reported irritants. What makes it tricky is this. Pineapple doesn't cause an immediate reaction. Its effects build up slowly, making them harder to detect. You may not connect your knee stiffness or subtle swelling to what's on your plate until the symptoms become more persistent. So, if you want to continue enjoying pineapple without hurting your joints, here's what you can do. Limit your intake to 1 to 2 small slices per serving, eat it after a full meal, and avoid eating it on an empty stomach. You can also pair it with a bit of healthy fat or protein, like a few almonds or a spoonful of unsweetened Greek yogurt, to help slow down the absorption of both sugar and acid. Or you might want to try a gentler alternative, such as ripe pears. Pears have a soft sweetness, are low in acid, and are great for digestion, without irritating your joints. Sometimes just one small change, a thinner slice of pineapple or a smarter pairing, can make all the difference. Your knees might feel lighter, your calves less stiff, your steps more effortless. Are you currently eating pineapple every week? What time of day do you usually enjoy it? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else who's dealing with the same hidden issue. 5. Green apples. To many people, green apples seem like the safe choice. Less sweet than red apples, crisp, refreshing, and often enjoyed as an afternoon snack. But after age 60, especially when your joints have started showing signs of wear and tear, this seemingly harmless fruit could quietly trigger inflammation and pain in your legs. Green apples are naturally high in malic acid, the compound that gives them their tangy flavor. In younger individuals, malic acid may help with cellular energy production. But for older adults, especially when the gut lining and small blood vessels around the joints become more sensitive, this acid can irritate tissues around the knees, ankles, and feet, leading to subtle inflammation that builds over time. On top of that, a single green apple contains around 10 to 11 grams of natural sugar. While not excessive, it's not exactly low either, especially for aging bodies with slower metabolism. Eating green apples on an empty stomach or at night can cause that sugar to be absorbed quickly, leading to blood sugar spikes and drops, which reduce circulation and may result in fatigue or stiffness in the legs. So, what should you do if you still enjoy green apples? You don't have to give them up entirely. Just a few small adjustments can make them a safe part of your daily diet. Stick to half an apple per serving. Choose apples that are just ripe, not overly sour or underripe and hard. Avoid eating green apples on an empty stomach or before bedtime, when natural acids and sugars can absorb too quickly and stress your joints and blood sugar levels. Pair your apple with a bit of protein or healthy fat, like unsweetened Greek yogurt, a spoonful of nut butter, or a few walnuts. This slows down digestion and helps your body process the sugar more gently. When eaten the right way, you can still enjoy your favorite apple flavor, without making your joints or legs suffer afterward. And here's something important to remember. The healthiness of a food isn't about its appearance or reputation. It's about how your body reacts after you eat it. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Every hint of stiffness, every subtle tingle in your joints might be your body's quiet way of saying, "I need a gentle adjustment." Do you eat green apples regularly? How do you feel after eating them? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the gentle warning someone else needs to hear. And now, Let's move on to the next fruit. Sweet, juicy, and a symbol of summer refreshment. 6. Watermelon. Watermelon is one of the most beloved summer fruits. Sweet, juicy, and refreshing, often enjoyed in large portions without a second thought. But for those over 60, especially anyone with circulation issues, watermelon may quietly be making your legs feel more sluggish after meals. Have you noticed? Many older adults enjoy watermelon after lunch or in the afternoon, thinking of it as a healthy dessert. It's cool, low in calories, and packed with water. So it must be harmless, right? Well, not quite. While watermelon can be a perfect way to cool off for younger folks, it's a different story for aging bodies. As we get older, our small blood vessels weaken, and sugar metabolism slows down. This means that eating large amounts of watermelon can set off a quiet chain reaction, especially in the legs. Why? Because watermelon has a very high glycemic index, GI, around 72. That means just 15 to 30 minutes after eating, your blood sugar can spike rapidly. If your circulation is already impaired, these blood sugar swings can cause sluggish blood flow to your legs, making the tissues more likely to become fatigued, swollen, or oxygen deprived. That's when you may start feeling a deep tiredness in your legs, heaviness, or even mild swelling around the ankles, especially if you're managing diabetes or prediabetes. Still love that refreshing taste of watermelon? You don't have to give it up completely. A great alternative is cantaloupe, a melon with a gentler sweetness, a lower glycemic index, and a good source of beta-carotene, an antioxidant that supports blood vessel health and the connective tissue around joints. And while watermelon may be slowing your circulation down quietly, the next fruit we're about to explore does something even sneakier. It contains 3 to 4 times more sugar than fresh fruit, and people often snack on it without even noticing how much they're eating. Let's take a closer look. 7. Dried fruit. Did you know that just a few pieces of dried apricots, raisins, or banana chips a day could cause serious blood sugar spikes, leading to heavy legs, joint swelling, and a burning soreness as if you'd walked for hours? Dried fruit has long been marketed as a healthy snack. It's compact, naturally sweet, easy to store, perfect for older adults to keep on hand at work, in a purse, or as a quick dessert after meals. But here's the issue. Dried fruit is essentially a concentrated version of fresh fruit, meaning the sugar, fructose, and calories are 3 to 5 times higher, while the water and fiber are significantly reduced. Take this simple example. 1 cup of raisins contains over 85 grams of sugar. That's more than 3 cups of fresh grapes. When your body absorbs this much sugar too quickly, especially if you have slow circulation or mild insulin resistance, it can cause a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by a crash. The result? Fatigue, muscle soreness, or that all-too-familiar drained feeling in your calves. On top of that, some dried fruits are coated with extra sugar or preserved with chemicals like sulfites, which can trigger inflammation in small joints like the ankles or toes, or even cause low-grade headaches in sensitive individuals. So, should you give up dried fruit entirely? Not necessarily. But you should definitely manage your portions. Enjoy just a few pieces at a time and don't treat dried fruit as an everyday snack. Instead, choose fresh fruits that are low in sugar, high in water, and rich in fiber. Just a small change like that can let you still enjoy what you love, without making your joints or legs pay the price later. As you've seen, not all fruits are harmless. Some, though common and seemingly healthy, can quietly contribute to stiff joints, sore legs, and declining mobility. But the good news is, you have the power to adjust. You don't have to give up your favorite fruits completely. Just eat them at the right time, in the right way, or swap them out for gentler, smarter alternatives. And you may start feeling lighter in the mornings and steadier with every step you take. Because growing older doesn't mean slowing down. It means living smarter, listening to your body more closely, and choosing what truly supports your well-being. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and loved ones, especially anyone struggling with joint pain or leg weakness but hasn't figured out why. Now tell me, out of the 7 fruits we just discussed, which ones do you eat regularly? Have you noticed any changes after eating them? Leave a comment below. Your story might just be the gentle reminder someone else needs. See you in the next video, where we'll keep taking care of your legs, your health, and the freedom to live pain-free every day.